Chris Rudd. They just can't seem to want to pack up here. They all want to get another flight. Everybody wants to be the last flight of the day. I bet I've said this 50 times already, but this is Chris Rudd's last flight of the day. I feel like I'm like a parrot here. Now you're probably thinking, well, it wouldn't be a problem. It's dark, we're getting ready to go. No, not. Richard's going to get one more flight. It's hard to believe, but Rich Oliver has decided graciously to make this his last flight. He's going to no, he's going to leave. I caught him. He wants that extra flight. The man's a competitor at the highest level. We need food, Oliver.
Boy, we do.
Boy, do we need food, big time.
Look at the sun.
Oh, look at that. So this morning we wake up to a few raindrops. Today is the beginner event. We want to go down there. Kent is going to judge. Karen's going to help with some running of the meet. And we're just hoping it's not going to rain, but the skies don't look real good. Looks like we could get some rain. In fact, the cars are soaking wet from last night. Way to the field. The rain is already starting to fall. I see our friends from Brazil are already here. And it's raining. And we're going to go down by the beginner event. Here's the truck that they come in from Brazil. They have their own private truck. All right, so there's Bob and Elaine. Why don't make a decision right there.
Winifred!
Another sandbagger. Dying to get another trophy. What's up?
Yeah, I'm over here flying intermediate.
Yeah, well. You got a shot, Bob. When are you gonna fly?
Look at the flight line down there in beginner. All them Mustangs in beginner.
Yeah, that's okay. You'll beat them all. Don't worry. You're a pro.
Oh, yeah.
Vico pro. Hey.
This must be the pro stand.
You got it.
All right.
The man and his machines.
All right.
Man, that puts me in a mood for a pizza. Square pizza.
Elevator slash flat board. Mark, we've been full tested.
Hey. Hey.
Oh, hi.
Mr. Artwork. Every year he's got something really cool artwork on his plane. That's a good one.
Did a pretty nice job for just being here.
Good morning, Wendy.
Well,
Put me to work.
no, they should put you to work. What can I tell you, baby?
You come down to watch? No, I'm here to fly today, believe it or not. No, just going to fly intermediate. Yeah, I just going to fly.
Oh, I got that Pierce series
Yeah.
Can hear the rain falling on a monocoat. Hear the rain.
Yeah.
Guys are flying on the speed circles. There's other guys flying up at the other speed circles. Guys flying in beginner here. Let's check it out. Feldman finally buys a clean shirt. Look at this. That's a nice shirt. I got that shirt.
Do you?
That's my shirt for tomorrow.
All right, good.
Every day I have a special shirt. Today it's the Tuskegee Airmen. Let's see.
a raincoat.
Good to see you
Hi,
again.
Louie. How are you?
So how many entries you got? You got a good turnout here, baby. Looks pretty good.
I remember Joe Ortiz. We were there.
Well, I guess this is in the I wanted to check on something.
Hey, the Borelli's here. What'd you do? Quit your job?
Yeah, I quit.
Good man.
Quit. I said I gotta go to the Nationals.
Now you ought to get Bobby a job and you quit. I like that.
Is it possible?
Introduce him to the world of employment.
See how the judges get trained?
My name is Coleman.
Uh-oh, somebody's mowing the grass. Up he got up.
He's struggling.
Some grass mowing going on out there. By the end of the day, you'll have some nice circles.
That grass is long.
They got some good turnout here. I'm impressed.
I was reading that article
I guess I can't be totally out of the rain here if we're going to record this. We're going to try. Almost impossible to do this. And you cannot get, trust me, cannot get these little Sony cameras. One drop of water and you go buy another one. Once they short out, goodbye. Yeah, we're not going to be able to record it. Maybe I can, look at this, there's a little gap in here. Maybe I can get in here. Nah, we're still getting wet. Anyway, we always try to record it as it happens, real life. The good, the bad, the rainy, the sunny. Who knows what. Boy, but after yesterday being such a beautiful day, that was the day we were at the field till dark. We didn't get to bed till midnight last night, and it was worth it. The rain is just starting to fall even harder here. I'm not sure if you can see the rain coming down. You got to go to war with the army you got.
That's it.
I'm counting 10, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
He's our junior.
These Nike has a
I used to live in San Antonio for year round, and sometimes in Christmas we were flying shorts.
Oh.
You want to sit down, Mr. Wendy?
No, real men stand up. Real prize fighters don't sit down between the rounds.
Take a dive. Get a lot of, everybody gets a laugh. I'm past that serious. Your new airplane looks great.
Thank you.
Fun, Right.
All right, they ready for the, there's more Mustangs down here.
Oh, yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey, Chuck.
Are you going to fly this
This goes down, kick some serious butt, and then she come down and kick some butt.
I don't know where they are.
Now there's an IQ test. How many people are under the tent? How many people are standing in the rain for no reason?
Rain.
Doesn't rain in Texas.
That's why they call
Us Jersey boys, we melt.
That's why they're calling it intermediate. In advance, you learn.
In advance, half of them are under the tent. An expert, nobody's flying. They're all under the tent.
It rains along in Texas. We don't know what it is.
Yeah, that was Bob's fault.
Looks like there's plenty of guys, so by the time beginners is done, hopefully we're going to start a second circle so we can get things going that much faster. We'll have to average the scores because there's different sets of judges. Try and get started here as soon as possible. I think I'm just going to use the order that people signed up. That'll simplify things for flight order. We had several Brazil gentlemen will be here. There were two that had flown in advance last year. They will not be flying in intermediate this year. Three attempts for two officials. Starts on your reverse wing over. You have 8 minutes to do the pattern. When you're called in the circle, I want 3 to 4 guys at least full tested and ready to go. Hit balls so keep them going on the circle, so get on and off the circles as fast as possible. Well, I'm thinking, are there any questions here from anybody pilot-wise? Most of you have been here before. This is the routine.
Are there 4 judges?
There's going to be probably 4 judges, 2 on each circle.
Okay.
So we'll work that out.
Yeah.
Feldman's trying to stack the deck as usual.
Is there an exam?
Busy putting all the aces on the bottom of the deck. We've seen it all before.
That's an attempt.
What a turnout. What an amazing turnout. Unbelievable.
Mike and I.
Mike, I
We're just, I don't know which circle or whatever.
I'm glad this isn't a murder case. These guys look mean. In Texas, if they're in doubt, put them in the chair. Hang them. In Jersey, they let you go. You could murder 8 people. Oh, no, he had a tough childhood. Texas, the next thing you know, the guy's hanging in a cell. Oh, he committed suicide.
We always believe in a fair trial before hanging.
We got things.
Texas law.
Everything's fair down there.
Mike, in Jersey, you literally could murder some guy and just, oh yeah, you know, I stubbed my toe when I was a kid. It bothered me my whole life. Oh well, we'll let you go. No problem.
Yeah.
No point putting you in jail.
Send him back to rehab for
And there's plenty of other kids you can murder too, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, we got plenty of
We got plenty of them, you know. That's their attitude.
That's the way it is, yeah. What a deal.
Just already anyhow, right?
How are ya? Nice seeing you. You have a good trip?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Got a lot of Mustangs here.
This one's even got a carbon fiber spinner. Look at this kid's got some money. Man, carbon fiber spinner. Now we're going to go down to Allen's beginner event. They've got intermediate cooking along. Looks like they may even have a record turnout. And it's Mustangs. Now this is horrible. There's more Mustangs than Brodak Cardinals. We got to do something about this. Got to start giving kits away or something. Now apparently what we heard was that the way this worked out, they had this is Benny Rodriguez's Mustang design. They had it made into kind of a laser cut kit. And anybody that got to build one and got to fly it, they got a trip up to the United States. So I guess that's a pretty good incentive plan. Looks like they got a good turnout over here too.
Okay, if you're coming down, we know the grass is not cut very low. If something happens to you and we have any thoughts that it was not your fault, we will not penalize you. Is that fair enough? We're trying to treat everybody the same. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Would you please clarify immediately after takeoff how many level flights should they fly?
Okay.
Laps, and also you're being judged immediately after takeoff, not to do any ups and downs.
Okay.
At least for 2 laps.
The takeoff, and this is the gentleman who taught me how to do it. Wendy.
No wonder you never got to be the champion.
An excellent takeoff, and I feel it's true. If I'm to take off right here should be 1 foot off the ground. 2 feet off the ground, 3 feet, and finally up to 5. Plus 2 more. So your takeoff is 3 laps, the first 3 laps. Don't take off and then go. Take off in 3 level laps. Now, if you want to wave off, which will be an attempt, you must do it before you do your wing over. Your flight is official when you do a wing over. So when you do a wing over and you go right side up, your flight is official. Any questions on that? Okay, any other questions that I haven't made apparent to you? If we come up with a problem, I will try to solve that problem. I will try to make the decision I make a fair one for everybody. Is that okay?
Or you can alternate. I know you said it, but I didn't catch it. Junior, senior, and then.
Yes, we're going to run through juniors first, and then open, and then juniors again, and then open. Yeah.
So you're not going to all one.
When are you flying?
So again,
We just turned up.
all juniors,
Cut that out.
all open, all juniors, and all open.
Well, I want to record this moment in history. You're going to be old someday. You'll want to watch this over and over. Don't you wish your grandpa had video when he was a kid and he was a champion? What year was he a champion in? 32 or something? 42?
I'm only 2 years older than you.
That's a lot though.
No.
Yeah, but life has been kind to you. Your mileage is like highway mileage. I have taxi cab mileage.
Well, that's bad. Mine was down a nice smooth road with a few pretty good bumps.
A few bumps, huh? Always the camera when you don't want it.
Hey, you're walking on my line. Stay off my line. Yeah, you.
On your line.
You walk right across it.
Come on.
Bill, when you interview somebody, you don't tell them, "Are you ready?" You just interviewed them. What TV station are you working for? What is this? WK Polak or what? Yeah, you don't tell people, "Are you ready?" You just interviewed them.
No.
No.
No. One night.
One night? All that work for one night?
Yeah. Well, maybe a few nights.
Well, but which was it?
Fez o pull test?
I don't know.
Agora,
Let's
pega o
see.
papel.
Did you land gear up or gear down?
I never looked. We just walked away from the pieces. So.
Well, you enjoyed yourself. That's the main
That's
thing.
the
right?
main thing. That's the main thing.
It's all right.
What is this,
That
a
must be an
five-man
LA
pull test?
An LA four-stroke. That blue head. Valve
So we're
cover.
doing the, that's a Brazilian wiggle from Benny. It's on camera.
Ba-ba-ba, Benny and the Jets. Benny, these Al Raby Mustangs look great, I'll tell you. You did a great job copying him.
From Brazil.
Trying to steal his design.
One more wiggle. Look at your butt one more time.
Da 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 da. Oh, hold the women back. Hold them back.
Carnival.
I'll know they're having fun when they all bring women with them next time. Then I'll be impressed.
Yeah.
We'll have the wet t-shirt contest. Oh!
Hey.
Oh!
No.
Oh! No, 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 no. That the one that the wing came off?
No. This one is
a good one. A good one. Okay.
What size motor? What size motor? 70? 70? Cool.
Puxa mais.
É justamente porque ele é mole que deu um ar.
Pode tranquilo? Liga. Vai aqui.
Puxa mais.
É.
Fuga ele, deixa sequinho. O seu também.
Bater naquele velho do caralho. Só gritou assim. Não, eu falei pra ele, I'm sorry, sir, but eu vi que eu não pisei. Ele. Saiu! E eu, porra, meu! Eu tô olhando pra baixo! Fudeu, meu! Que retardado do caralho!
The future of the stunt event. Mike Paris' son. Mikey, formerly known as Mikey. Boy, that just makes me glad to see some kids.
Oh yeah.
You know, we have no grandchildren yet, but
Well, I do, but they're too far away.
with my luck, I'll have 3 girls that want to buy dollhouses. You know.
Listen, last week I was with Will Hinton.
How's he? He's gonna be here, right?
Yeah, he's doing judging this afternoon.
Oh, okay. He actually won a trophy at Brodax.
Well, we went to a kids' summer camp last week and did a Delta Card program for them. That was a lot of fun. He's gonna tumble. Oh, shit, very good. Hey, Mike!
Okay, Mikey! Woo! Mikey Paris. Man, I'm as good as out of business now that you're shooting video. There goes my profit for the month.
Thiago, que número você é? What's your flight order?
I don't need good equipment. I have talent. I can do it with minimum talent.
Yours is
You
better.
need good equipment.
Yours is better.
No, how much you pay for that? 300?
Yeah.
3? Yeah, they're about 300 by us.
Joe. Thank you very much. If the flight order was
Judges in intermediate, John Brodak, Kent Tyser. And it looks like the rain has stopped and guys are flying. Actually, they're all up by the L pad. We'll wait an hour or so and then head up to the L pad. You're gonna fly too?
That's Gracie.
Are you gonna win this? Don't let these boys beat up on you. This is a woman's event.
You know what she told me? Hey, she actually said, but you know what? They're cute. And I told her dad.
They're
to watch out
cute.
for her.
They're cute. Who's your dad? Where's your dad?
John
I'm not gonna tell you.
I got to talk to him about this.
I went right to her. I said, hey, you better watch her.
I'll tell you a true story. When I was 15, we had a girl that flew, and she was 14, and she beat us all. Dawn Cosmillo was her name, and I hated it. I was hoping that she'd trip, falling out to the handle.
Did you know that you're from the East? I'm from Maryland
Yeah.
originally.
Oh, okay.
I used to fly to Mirror Meet and everything.
Oh yeah, you know Harold Price, John DeTavio's here.
Russ Gardner from Baltimore.
Yeah, there's a lot of old timers.
Spielman.
Yeah, there's a lot of old timers still around. You ought to give it to him.
I didn't want to give him that much honor.
Well, do you want to honor them or you want to bullshit? What are we talking about here?
We'll do the BS.
Yeah, okay, the BS will do. For Rutherford, keep the money in your pocket and just bullshit that you're a hero.
I'm not Scottish for nothing.
Yeah, cheap is the word. Thrifty.
Parsimonious.
Parsimonious. Cheap.
I'm very generous and a parsimonious.
He thought CB radio meant cheap bastard radio. Nice shirt anyway. How come you don't have Brian wearing a shirt? Ryan wears it. Get him a shirt.
Well,
What do they need you in a shirt for? You're not even flying today.
I packed and I went off and I forgot all my underwear. I gotta go to Walmart.
And I thought they didn't empty the outhouses. They say I'm prejudiced. I don't like Puerto Ricans. How do you think about that? You're right, I don't like them. Look at the size of this cross. Is that bigger than mine?
I'm the Pope.
Let me show you the Pope. I'm the Pope. Look at this. Whose is bigger? Put them together. Mine or yours? Mine is heavier. I got more gold. It means I robbed more hubcaps when I was a kid. Come on over the car. Oh, sun's coming out. Looks like we're going to have a beautiful day. Old Bob Palmer T-Bird, old T-Bird, upright engine. I'd be willing to bet there's a Vico 35 in there too. Hey. Oh my God, look at all this stuff. Who does all this hand painting?
He does.
What? Look at all these bolts. Does the government know you have all these bolts? You stole these from work, right? You didn't buy these in the store.
No, I buy them
at list price?
100 at a crack.
That's all you're gonna need.
Ah, here's Kevin Farrell and his son. We got to go see that Cardinal. I promised them I'd videotape it yesterday. I lied. All right, nice paint job. Are these decals?
Yeah.
Let me see that.
I'm on decal.
All right. So you had fun flying it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, does your dad have the same plane?
My dad.
Good choice, a motor. You made that from a kit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I like the paint job.
I didn't think you.
Very, very cool. How much did it weigh? Did you weigh it?
Yeah, but we crashed it since then.
Well, crashing's okay. I know a guy can fix anything. Hopefully.
A little bit more.
When are you up? Soon? How many more?
I think 4 pilots or something.
I'll be here. I hope, unless my wife pulls the plug and makes me go get her dinner or something. Yeah, they got a great turnout. The weather's getting better by the minute. It just couldn't be better than this. So what, you bought these decals in the store or something and just glued them on? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's unusual looking. And you got 15 appearance points?
Yeah.
Quit what?
When you sign it.
Quit what? Hey. Anytime you got a pen, get up. It's got to be a pen that they. My wife might have a pen. Okay, we're picking this up. Toby Acerno's first official.
What's your line? Oh.
Toby's a good friend from Florida.
What's your line?
As you can well imagine, he loves everything Vico. We call him the Vico boy.
Because he disconnects it.
Oh, Toby baby! Mow that grass! Put a little lime down while you're out there. Chuck Feldman comes in to critique the flight. Now this is the guy waddling up here now. Affectionately known as Chuck O'Dooley. All right, he got it up, okay. Who taught him to take off? You?
He's a farmer.
He's a farmer. He mows the grass. Look at this rag hanging. Why didn't he put a roll of toilet paper on his back? Look at this. Look at this. You farmers are all alike.
We're farmers.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Why not? Look at this. Look at this. This rag has got to go, Toby.
Oh, no,
Unless the rag has Vico written on it. Well, I guess when you fly a Vico, you know, you got to wipe that oil off the nose.
Oh, that's for sure.
All right, Toby Acerno. What town in Florida does he live in?
Stewart.
Stewart.
The hurricane capital of the United
Hurricane capital. Toby has more Vico decals in his collection. Tell me some funny stories about Toby. Is he a good guy?
Oh, Toby's a great guy.
Great guy to fly with?
Yeah, everybody loves Toby. Everybody knows Toby.
What does he do? He sells used cars or something for a living? He's a used car dealer, right?
Yeah.
All right. Kind of a crooked dealer. You never get a straight deal from him.
Buy here, finance here.
Warranty runs out when you put the key in the ignition.
Some of them are.
Some of them.
As is.
As is.
Yeah.
I sold my rental property as is. What are you talking about? Wait till these people find out what it costs to run the 2 sump pumps.
Oh, well.
Ah! I'm gonna kill it now, Steve. Luckily, I know where they live, and they don't know where I live. So that's a good. In Jersey, that keeps you alive a lot longer than the other way around.
How hard is it going to be to track down a Winnoski?
Hey, a Winooski. Boy, this day turned out to be nice, huh? Yeah. The Tobe, I got part of his flights from the other day. I don't remember what. We were under the tent, and I saw him flying. I wanted to see. This thing flies pretty good.
Yeah, Toby's nice.
Brings back a lot of memories. Well, as we say that, he goes in and mows the grass. I remember the first Vico Chief I ever made.
Oh, they were sweet, weren't they?
Man, I could remember threading that spar through the holes in the ribs. And coming up to dinner, my mother saying, "It's time for supper." Coming up there, glue all over you. Ah, can't wait to get back down and get the belt crank in that crooked wing.
And spar pieces are like spaghetti.
Oh, man. If you knew, the word Dutchy pretzel is what I used to think. The Vico Dutchy pretzel. If Bob Palmer ever saw any of those things I made, he'd have been sick.
We didn't have sandpaper within a half a block of us.
I remember Jimmy Casal, the first plane he built, and he was an aggressive builder. He built a JD Falcon from plans. And you know, from a side view, they show you the shape of the nose block.
Yeah.
And he left it that shape. It was square, right up to the minute it met the spinner. I said, "Aren't you?" Then he saw one that, like John DeTavio's, that was all rounded off. He said, "Gee, it looks better when you're rounded off." But we had so much fun, nobody cared.
Yep.
You couldn't imagine Richie's Hobby Town. You go to Richie's You must have known about Richie's Hobby Town. Man, alive! Your life doesn't get better than that. Life is good.
I like our tip weight technology. Somebody said one day, you know, if you take the tube of glue when it's empty,
You're right, and roll it around the spar.
Around the spar, it'll
Right.
fly better.
Right, definitely.
High tech.
High tech. Fully adjustable. You cut the silk span and pull out half of the glue. I used to have adjustable lead outs in all my planes. After about 3 flights, they'd move.
They move.
Then I'd say, where the hell were they before? Oh, this is slow. Get that Vico nitroed up here, boy.
He'll make it. He's got it.
Hey, all right, Toby.
There's a little whip in here.
Come on, you got to step up to the plate here, Acerno. Toby Vico. You'll enjoy those Brodeck the videos. This year I think was the best. There's more funny stuff on that. There are some things even I've forgotten when I'm copying them. I think, ah, God, it couldn't get better than that. We're up the hill barbecuing, getting all the rednecks to light the grill and make pork chops and stuff.
Oh, they know how to do that.
Oh no, I've been Volkswagen by Pete Klepsick.
No, I couldn't find one.
Toby, it's the rag, Toby. You got to lose the rag. This rag thing, Pete, what do you think about this rag?
I do the same thing myself.
I don't know that adds to your like overall
Well,
good
but
looks.
I don't have a bed sheet for crying out loud, you know.
Bed sheet, this thing is the thing you could cover on Edsel with.
Tank, a German tank, put wings on it, a tail like a DC-9, and I call it the Octaliber Gesundheit. And I mentioned about your help with your designers with Les and the big boys.
Oh yeah.
I have my buddy, and we've designed two airplanes. And
the flying tank. I had a few planes that they flew like flying tanks.
Your pilot is Enzio.
Yeah.
Mine is Adolf.
Adolf.
On the tail, I have an ink drawing of Adolf in it.
Oh no. Enzo's not going to like that at all.
Well, but anyway, that was my...
We answer to a higher power in Italy. Enzo's Pizza.
Now, I saw them at the Vatican City with all the Ferraris.
Oh yeah?
There must have been 50 or 70 of them.
You know, you got to own 3 Ferraris now before they sell you the 4th one. You can't, even if you got the money. You got to own 3. Then they'll sell you the 4th one. That's pretty cool. But how do you get the first 3?
How do you get the first 3? Yeah.
Well, they're Italian. They haven't figured that out yet. Maybe it'll affect their sales. They'll figure it out.
Holy shit.
Boy, this is the man. The man among men. Oh, it's Brett Buck. Brett's putting the hex on you. Watch out, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm bad.
The Buck hex. What is that supposed to be on there, Pete? Puke or something?
It's just nasty.
Paint drop.
It's paintballs. He does paintballs.
Oh, he does paintball. Shows you how educated I am.
Educated.
Now, why would you go out in the woods and throw paint at each other? I don't get it. People are bored. It's a California thing.
38s.
In Jersey, you got to duck those 38s.
Yeah, I know.
Kevin Farrell going up with his son, Paul. Brett Buck's been coaching him with getting into the wind. A lot of guys, even Toby, have been having trouble taking off. Brett's been giving him a little heads up on, he flies off grass a lot, how to get off into the wind. So Brett's giving him the heads up on taking off in the grass. It's obviously a Brodak Cardinal, got the gear a little bit further forward, which I think they've figured out is good for taking off on grass. As we've put on a gazillion videos already. Cant the gear forward if you take off and land on grass a lot.
Ronaldo. Here.
Works like a champ. Hard not to like these Brodak Cardinals. Just hard not to like them. This one looks like it flies pretty good. Paul Farrell from California. One of the Brazilian juniors just put in a flight. You don't see ducks wearing boots. Hey, long time no see. What are you guys doing here? Oh, man. Hey, Wendy Arnowski. What's going on here? Big wheels? That's right. What does that mean? Does that mean Wendy's a no good piece of junk? Do you women think I'm cute? Look at that hair. When he's this old, you think he's going to have that much hair? He'll be bald. Now you got windy wheels. I want to see you get them in those wheel pants. Then I'll be impressed.
Yeah, I'd like to see the for this.
What? I want to see that.
I don't think so.
That's the biggest wheels I ever seen. Man alive. The idea is not to make the wheels big. Alex, the idea is make the wheels further forward. Not bigger. Forward. Forward. When it's back, the plane nose is over. Ask Brett Buck, he knows that. He just helped.
He needs clearance.
Huh?
He have no clearance for the grounds.
Oh, man. Those axles weigh more than my motor.
Yeah, those axles,
Oh, they're heavy, sure. The Fierce Arrow. Whoop. 51s. I don't know what they got that broke. Prop came loose or something. By the way, I just found out from Thomas Case that all of these people from Brazil, when they leave here, they're going to Spain to the World Championships. Right from here, they're flying right to the World Championships. And Thomas Case's son is the Brazilian junior this year. That's kind of neat. Not sure what this is going on. Waiting to see what they're gonna fix. Whoop. We finally meet the amazing Bruce Hunt. He calls this competition. This is like opening up a donut store by Dunkin' Donuts. It ain't happening, pal. Those culottes are going out the door whether you... Look at he's itchy. You don't itch when you're on video. Gotta teach him all the basics.
May have a plan there.
Well, it's given me something to think about, especially for our club, you know?
Always wins.
Well, I think the idea that you could do it, a lot of people doubt you could do it, but I see it in action here. And I'm being made a believer here very quickly without even wanting to be a believer. See, here's where they need little help, like starting the engines.
Like he's leaning into the prop.
Yeah. No. When you have a four-stroke, you got to put it on back compression, let the starter run, and then...
Yeah, so it's got time to get started.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm saying that there's little things like that I think they could use a lot of help with, but basically they got the program right. They got it a lot righter than our club does anyway.
So this is intermediate?
One of them had a little accident. I'm not sure what this is about, but they clapped. Bruce Hunt's standing here with me and they clapped when the guy crashed. I don't know if this is... Let me get one of these guys to explain it. Why are you guys taking pictures of this? Thomas, in America, when they crash, they don't clap. I'm not sure what that's all about. Is it a Brazilian tradition? Huh? A different tradition. In Jersey, when you crash, they throw things at you. Okay, this is Thomas Case Jr. He is going to represent Brazil as the Brazilian Junior. Obviously, what plane is he flying? A Cardinal. P-51. Why did you guys all? Because Benny designed it?
Benny designed it.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Benny designed it, Benny produced all the kits.
Okay, good. How come they didn't send me one?
Beautiful laser cut skits. You just pay him $300 and they give you
300?
Your son.
It's a bargain. That's his son.
I know.
He's the Brazilian Junior. Chris Rudd's competition. Do they all use the same motor?
No.
Well, everybody.
This one has an OS 70. Some of them have Saito 72.
Okay.
The OS 70 is much better.
The OS is better. You like the OS better. Well, Benny's is an OS, right?
Right.
So tell me some more things about your son. He's still in school?
Yes.
He's going to go to college, obviously.
Oh, yeah, he just got out of 8th grade.
Well, send him to college early. Get that over with. Then go to high school. That's how Rich Jacobone and I did it. We went right to college. School of Hard Knocks. Well, he sure knows how to fly. There's no doubt about that.
How old is he? 14?
14.
He's going to win the Walker Cup someday if he keeps this up.
Well, he's got a good coach.
Is Benny his coach?
Benny's his coach.
Good.
My boys, they won't listen to me.
No, of course not. You're
Don't
just
listen to their
father.
father.
Absolutely. Why should they listen to you? You're the father.
Yeah.
What's
My
even
son
worse,
will
my
listen to
son
you.
does the opposite thing.
But my son will not listen to me.
Yeah. Benny's son will not listen to me. I have to. Benny gonna say, oh, tell my son to do such and such.
I didn't know that his name was Benet. I thought his name was Benny because this guy calls him Benny and the Jet.
Hey, Rich, when I make up a name for somebody, that's their name. You don't get the
Benny. He looked at me.
you don't get personal plates. You just get to be who I say you are. Benny and the Jets. I wish I had a little tape recorder with that music. Benny and the Jets. He's had a good time here many years. I remember seeing him down by Joker's Wild. Walking on the street, we'd catch him walking, tooling along. Well, we used to stay at the Ramada. Boy can really fly, I gotta tell you, he's good. What is the reason for making them all exactly the same though? Didn't any of the, I mean, could they make two different ones, like a Bearcat and a Mustang, or Benny only has one design? Okay.
The thing was I wanted to improve the level of modeling in Brazil and create some interest. So I said,
Sure.
Anybody that builds this plane, I'll pay the ticket.
Okay. Yeah, that's very generous. And if you don't build a plane, you get a ticket to Wendy's house. Last year, Benny, you know, Benny flew the Tiger Cat.
28 of us.
Mustangs.
We counted 30, but I might have counted the same one twice.
Damn, I was intimidated when I saw all those Mustangs line up. I said, ooh, this is 1944 all over again. I better get rid of them.
Rich, they want to do the photo shoot, line up all the Mustangs in a circle and put the Stuka in the middle when we go to appearance judging later today. I told Alan we'll get some cool photos.
Well, you wait. There's going to be a vent wing Stuka. A gull wing. Good.
He did it.
Good.
All right, we'll give him a hand when he lands.
He speaks English, doesn't he?
Oh yeah. Now what would happen if he didn't fly a good flight? Would Benny slap him in the face or what? just drop kick him or what goes on out there? Benny's a good coach. I know Benny liked flying that Tiger Cat last year. Well, he came over, gave me a hug and everything. I had him right where I want him. Well, you can always fire Benny if it runs overtime. Look at that. Oh, oh. Hey! Woo! Give him a kiss.
Marvelous, Thomas.
Can you imagine what they give you if you crash? You get two of them.
That was a pretty good flight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great.
He's a good rookie.
If you put him up for adoption, he could come stay with me for a while. We'll take him down to the Bada Bing and break him in right.
Great flight, Thomas. Really
Great, very good.
wonderful landing.
I don't know about that coach though. You better
Yeah, you better keep an eye on him.
give him a kick during the wing over pullout.
Benny doesn't live too far from you? They all live pretty much
We
close.
all live in São Paulo.
Oh, okay.
Not all of it. The guys come from all over Brazil.
Okay.
Some of them come from Mato Grosso, Paraná,
Which is really, really far away.
Yeah. One guy can come over there. Wonderful flight. It's boom. Fades, coach.
Betty, who set that needle valve? Yeah, who set that needle valve? Right, tell him.
That was great. It was great. I'm so proud of you, my son.
Good coaching.
It was a great flight. I'm trying.
I heard your son doesn't listen to you. Is that true? Yes, he says your son listens to him and this boy listens to you. Is that possible? Does your son listen to you?
No.
I never had a son. My son doesn't. If I say left, he goes right. I got to try to outsmart him.
We can all share the same experience.
We've all been on the same roller coaster ride with that. Yeah, he's got a little down in that handle there.
As you can tell, most of our flyers are funny flyers.
Well, it takes time. But you have some good talent. I saw one guy flying over on the L-pad. He was very good. Certainly, probably on the level of today. He's flying very well. Clovis.
Clovis is his name?
Yeah, he's probably going to be entering in open.
I achieved a heroic accomplishment yesterday. I managed to get everybody registered. 28 people in 30 minutes.
Wow. What you do is you sign them all up as Suarez.
No, I brought all
In New York, you know how many Jose Suarez's there are? The cop asks for your license. Who are you? Jose Suarez. No problem. They go in a ticket, there's no Jose Suarez. Yeah. Nah, that's...
We'll be back another day.
Very good.
Hey! Yeah, I'm the other guy. I'd rather it be going fast and nice and loud so I can hear when it's going to shut off ahead of time. Actually, it's probably good in some ways for learning certain things. getting a little finesse in round loops and stuff, but there's other things where it's really a handicap. Or this, like learning inverted flight, when it's slow, it's probably not a handicap at all. But right here, it's a handicap.
Bill says,
He's been all over the world.
What?
Bill says the Rave Mustang does very good rounds.
Yeah.
And he says the Impact does all the good squares.
Well, what would Bill know? Come on, be honest.
True.
The only thing I think, if he wrote a book I'd bother reading it, had to be cheap. Parsimonious.
What's cheap to you?
Cheap?
Yeah.
Just look in a dictionary and you see the word cheap, it says, see Bill Rutherford.
Stop picking on him.
He's a good man. Don't leave home. Oh.
You never want to see an inverted landing.
He's getting a hand from his fellows. I feel bad clapping. I feel like I shouldn't be clapping when something like this happens.
Too bad.
I'd go. I'm gonna walk away.
Are you listening to this?
I see fire coming out of those eyes. Uh-oh, we're in trouble now. Oh! I've been slapped by Gracie Slick. That's not a, whose side are you on, you bigot?
Maurits.
Michigan. Now, if you ever want to increase your cultural aptitudes, you can come to Jersey.
Don't go to Michigan.
Michigan.
Go to Rutherford.
But my friend John Cafaro, he lives in Michigan.
I watched him in
Joyzy.
Jersey. That's right. She's from Cliffside Park.
And I found it. It's in their closet.
They didn't hide it.
They gotta walk. They're outside, like mowing the lawn, like, and I look in there, and then it was in this little baggie, so I untied the baggie, and there's like a whole bunch of my other stuff
Well,
in there, so I took out.
not for anything.
We'll have like a neck fight.
No. He wants to have a
Good save.
Good save, yeah.
Not a good cue.
Poor Matt. We saw Matt at breakfast. Poor Matt Newman. Spends the whole year building a Mustang so he can be the only one here with a Mustang. I wonder if you're going to see any pictures of these 30 Mustangs out on Stuka Stunt. They'll probably boycott them too. Unbelievable. Poor Matt. A victim of the times he lives in. Be up by 30. Imagine getting here and there's 30 Stukas here. Good thing these guys aren't from Argentina, you know. They'd all be flying Stukas.
Like, and it like hangs off her tongue.
I don't believe it.
Is by Wendy recording?
To record the pilot. Some of these body languages are pretty impressive. Pretty impressive.
Helps just figured out that can expand 2 months.
Well, sometime it pays to read the instructions. Gracie, when do you play again? Second round?
Did you say Gracie?
Gracie. How do you say your name?
Grace.
That's Gracie in New York talk. Gracie Allen.
What is it? Don't call him
I'll dance.
So tell me about your high school. What year are you in? What year are you in high school?
She doesn't know. She doesn't know if she's passed.
Don't get nervous because you're near Bill Rutherford.
That makes them all nervous.
He's registered. You don't have to worry. We know where he lives. He's got a green card. He lives in the country a long time already.
A long time already.
Tell us, what are you going to be when you grow up?
A girl.
A girl.
I'm gonna be a woman.
I got that one.
You guys are picking on her, aren't you?
Go ahead, I'll do this one.
Grace, great. Okay, look, you were trying to. We get interviewed for television. They don't say get ready.
Well, y'all said somebody
look,
behind you going.
Get ready. Yeah, yeah.
I'm an idiot. I'm stupid.
Show him a couple of your karate moves.
Yeah.
One in specific might work.
Get my knife. No, get my gun.
That's right, that's better.
Get a knife.
What, the one in the box in the shower?
You got a knife?
He's got a gun.
Never bring a knife to a gun.
I got nails.
Never bring a knife.
Let me see your nails.
Are you good at cat fighting?
Gee, she's bashful.
Do you ever get a cat
You
fight?
want to see my nails? Look at those nails. I get them done once every 30, 40 years. What do I need? Yeah, you got nice nails. Okay, don't bite them, though.
Don't look at it.
Don't bite them.
I never even been a girl. Do you have any aspirations to be a brain surgeon? Maybe?
Bill wanted to be a brain surgeon.
A
Mathematician?
A hairstylist?
Plastic surgeon.
Do you want to work in a
Control line stunt flyer. There's right at the top of the list.
someplace where they change tires on cars? Maybe?
No.
Yeah. Do brake jobs.
How about NASCAR?
How about a sushi bar?
NASCAR driver?
How about a sushi bar?
Move up to making French fries or
Taxi
something.
cab driver.
This guy's
Or you could be
She said we're
a person who makes videos. She gets
just said we're
extremely
studs.
wealthy making videos, torturing 13-year-olds.
Tell him again. She just said we were studs.
What?
She said you guys
Who's the best looking guy?
Sexiest man alive.
Who's the best looking out of the three of us? Make it 1, 2, 3. Who's first?
I got more money.
He has more money, trust me.
Who's got the most money?
Trust me, I have the most money. I'm gonna have even more when I sell these videos to MTV. Show them the next
Is that your
host
mom?
of a show.
What?
Is that your mom?
Yeah, it's my
What's your mom's name?
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. You know what we're doing to your daughter, right? We're interviewing her for television. Were you ever on television yet?
That's German for
What's her name?
CCH. What?
What's her name? What's your mother's name?
Suki?
Like the motorcycle, Suzuki?
No.
What's your brother's name?
Michael.
Yeah, we saw Michael fly. He flew good.
How'd your parents meet?
I think at a bar.
At a bar. What are you talking about?
My dad was in the military.
You don't tell
Just
people that. You
stationed
say,
over
tell them they met on the internet or something.
No.
Something legit like that.
I'm gonna go harass your mother.
Go ask your mother. Come on, Bill. Show them how to interview people. I got to get this on tape.
So you were born.
You know English? What the heck? What kind
Look at
of
this.
is that?
Come on. Let's go torture your mother for a while.
Ma, ignore them.
She said that you don't swing, yeah? I tried jumping like that, it breaks.
You ever spank her when she was young? Never do that?
Yeah, right. She gets the spatula out and she's like,
Spatula? She beat you with a spatula? My mother used to hit me with stale Italian bread. Then there was no weapon when it was done. What did your mother beat you with, Bill?
A tree trunk.
Bill!
And make me go get it to beat my own ass.
What did your mother beat
When you were bad, what did your mother beat you with? A belt?
Bag of hot coal.
Hot coal?
My father? No, he didn't play. He just get the belt.
In a smoldering nylon bag.
Forget about going outside and picking up two switches.
Go get your
belt.
I almost jumped over it.
Well, I'll tell you, it's tough being in the TV business.
No. You've got, I
Uh,
called you a sheep.
Taking pictures of Mom. Mom! But Mom! But you hit her with a spatula. That's terrible.
He talks funny. You can make fun of him like
You
that.
could. I don't. I'm from Jersey. I'm allowed to talk funny.
See? You say talk like talk.
Talk. How do I say turtle? Turtles.
Yeah, I talk funny.
Turtles. Coffee. How do you say coffee in Michigan?
Coffee?
It's coffee.
It's not called.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Go watch The Sopranos. How do you say Sopranos in New York? Do you finger on it? See, you could be in TV production like me. No, don't touch the lens with your
I'm
finger.
not gonna.
Yeah, it cost me thousands in video sales. And before we head down to wax the plane, we wanted to check in with Rich and Edie. I think Rich still wants to work on his props for a while. He's going to be at practicing while we've been shooting the other events. Yeah, I know who you are. Where's the money, Yomi? Where's the money? Come on, I'll give you a lunch. You're looking good, my boy. You guys all had a good time, huh? Like the next guy up is going to be Paul Walker, so we'll try to get some. He's the national champion right now. Pink and yellow airplane. Looks like a lot of people have neon paint. This will probably go down in history as the neon neck.
problem. The Jim just gave me a brand new one. I got that one.
I just
I don't think they'll do it. Need some lines to go out and I don't even think the greatest is I could have got solids on it. The benefit is They found them in the middle of the interstate. They must have recognized this guy. Well, that's a lot. That's good. This guy get his legal box up. This guy is on the list. I only watched part of it because I was trying to get this water.
Ball walker practice flight.
for. Yeah, there you go. Much better run now. Have you noticed the difference? So you pick up that gorgeous machine right next to you.
Yeah, I can see the reflection of the scratched paint in my wingtips here.
Scratched paint.
That's unusual.
I thought Busso was doing all of them now. I thought Busso's Body Works.
You got a hone with you? What? Hone. Yeah. We're just winding up appearance judging. We're going to try to get back out to the field to fly. There looks like it's coming down a little bit. May get some flying time. Most of the appearance judging is on tape 2. And we're just waiting for them to announce that we can go get our models.
That's all it is.
We tried to take adventure in the first part of that. When we first started planning, we were planning on 26 and stuff. We were burning up batteries and not getting any. We kept playing. More pretty microphones. Really long guitar. Hit that switch and read the oh shit! What happened here? Said I think we were one step too far on the prop. I got to the motor thing and loaded the bit and this one was too small. And a torque roll in the middle of a loop. Torque roll. You're going to join the queue. Right? When you start with 30 ounces. That's a different one.
Up elevator or down elevator, it goes into 100%.
Have you seen my other plane?
Oh, I know what we did with this one. If we wanted to go forward with it, we did one.
That's 2/3 of the day. Yeah, there you go. Right.
Spin the wheels. Come on, spin the wheels.
Right, and what did we change it for? 35. Right. And I put one of the props and I was spinning it. Back on and the next drop after you. Right. Yeah, we'll probably find that the three layers lost in the way. Right now. Oh, I think
Oh, not right here. Not, it didn't happen right here.
And by the way, that is true about the motel. The manager of the motel verified there was a car broken into and the stuff was all stolen right across night.
When?
Bring all your stuff in tonight.
Oh, I didn't hear that. At the Ramada?
Yeah, at the Ramada.
Really?
They wiped out the guy's entire supply of tools and then...
A control line guy? Who was it, do you know?
I don't know. There's another truck was stolen out of the lot, the whole truck, but it had nothing to do with the models. So somebody's on the loose.
Oh,
you know, just pass it on so everybody doesn't leave their stuff in the room.
Hey, Val.
Hello, how
There
are
she
you?
is. How you doing?
Good. Oh dear. Right away.
Well, you can start breathing again, Wendy. They finally decided to move your airplane.
They'll move it back, don't worry.
Gee, they're really
At least they're making a cliffhanger.
They are, aren't they?
Well, and the last thing they'll do is put Whiteley's friend in the front row.
Yeah, well, I think they walked around. I think they walked around and said, well, these are the ones that's going to be on the front row, and now we'll make them sweat for an hour until we move them around a little bit.
I wish I knew the guys. I would take Mike Rogers' body and have him put it about 4 rows back. This is a joke. He'd have a heart. He'd commit suicide. There might be a death in the family.
Would you say that this is the best 2 or 3 front rows you've seen for a while?
Absolutely. You know why? Because everybody is getting better at finishing. It's not a secret anymore how to do a finish. Part of it is, you know...
Well, you've been telling